The Vision and Call program has truly been a culture changer. We realized that we had a huge culture gap between our millennials and our older workers, and we weren't being successful at bridging those two together. And we needed to do something very proactive about it.
I've applied for lots of internship programs and things that are going to get me off my feet running, but this is the only one that I've actually experienced that's holistic enough to hold my identity in Christ and the power that I actually have in the world to make a difference.
It's been really good for us to have a focal point, I guess, for our internship program. You know, I think if we would have done internships on our own, it would have looked differently.
Our interns this year have really done a great job of asking those questions that once you get used to what you're doing, you don't really ask those questions anymore. Questions about how to serve, why we serve, how is our faith expressed in the way we serve.
There is a great balance between us pouring into our students, living life with them, and getting advice and help from older staff, our campus coordinators, our intern trainers.
Even as far as just the initial application was concerned, their questions were very specific and showed me that they put a lot of time and thought into them, which made me think that they would put a lot of intentionality into the interns that they were choosing.
They want me to be involved in every aspect of CLDI, not just in the filing room. And I think that's so cool, and I've been able to really see that and be a part of the ministry as a whole.
My idea of what an intern was is just shaped by television, so I imagined all I would be doing is just getting coffee for everybody all day, and then maybe somebody would yell at me if I was very lucky. But everybody there is extremely nice and extremely supportive, and I'm really included in the decision-making process.
It's one thing to give someone an over-the-shoulder experience. What's typically missing is the heart. How can I help people around me know my heart and not just see over my shoulder, but to ask questions or to interact with what's in the heart behind that?
It's shaping me to be someone who in the future I could run my own nonprofit, I could be a significant contributor to a nonprofit, I could be someone who makes a real tangible difference in the world.
I think the Vision and Call program has really created a pipeline for the next generation of FCA staff. Through the 3 years that we've been a part of the program, we've had multiple interns stay on as full-time staff.
They treat you like an employee. They treat you with the freedom and the responsibility of being able to own things and being able to grow in ways that I don't think you necessarily get. Like, I wasn't just running and getting coffee and donuts for people, but instead I was going out and creating campaigns on social media. From being an intern to not being an intern, having the same ownership has been really great. I would say the biggest change is just a little bit more added responsibility, a little bit more added ownership.
I started off as the Murdoch Vision and Call intern, and that was 7 years ago. And currently, I am the strategy and operations manager at Urban Impact. I feel like I've been raised in this organization because I spent most of my 20s here.
We really invest in our interns. I felt really invested in when I was an intern, and there's a really good bond between the full-time staff and the intern team. They're really included in everything that we do, which really helped us when we moved up into those full-time roles to feel like it was a natural transition.
Working in an internship that is a high-functioning internship where we're relied on and we're a part of the team and we're crucial. It was a really good transition from the space of college to the working professional world.
For us, I think that's what's made the program so meaningful, is just this other way of thinking about how we can bring in young people and how they can really walk with us and join with us for a year and be a part of the work that we're doing.
To have an organization like Murdoch take these ideas we intuitively know as leaders and to say, actually, this is the core of how you lead well with young people, has been tremendously effective for us.
I'm so grateful for the just diversity amongst the program, is that it's not just one set way of doing it, so you're seeing God work in so many different ways.
Being able to meet people who are doing the same type of work, trying to see this generation of students launched, and just being able to share ideas. It's really inspiring, also getting some great ideas, things to take back into our internship program and our organization.
Our interns now have a peer community. They can trade notes and stories and experiences with each other. Likewise, the directors of organizations, we get a peer community as well.
It also helps our interns and our staff to see that there's other places we can serve as we grow and we learn more about who we are, what we're good at, and how God's gifted us and the passions that He's given us as those evolve.
It's like a tapestry. When you turn it over, you have all these threads that are woven in the back that you don't know how they're going to work in your career and your life and your vision and your call. But by the end, you turn it around and you're like, oh my gosh, this is what God's done for me. This is the clarity I've gotten. And I don't honestly think it would happen without the DNA essentials that this program has.